Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be analyzing a YouTuber's video. I want to see if he has any kind of SEO presence behind his video. I personally believe so. And yeah, we're going to take a look at it. So this video here is called I Deleted All My Social Media and Realized I'm Lonely. Now, I have some history of knowledge about this YouTuber. We can go ahead and look at his channel. We could look at his videos, and you could see, I haven't watched any of his recent content, but you could see this video is an outlier, right? 6.2 thousand views, and it's an outlier by well over 6x. I mean, you look at the last few videos, here he has 400 views, here he has 720, here he has 944, 345, and believe it or not, this guy is an SEO genius, because he understands that the content that he's producing gains attention. And it gains attention because it seems very authentic. Now, I've done analyses before. His content is, I don't want to say scripted, but it's planned. And I'm not saying that there's anything necessarily wrong with that, but he knows exactly what he's doing. This stuff is not authentic or organic, let's say. It's definitely pre-planned, researched, figured out what works and what doesn't, and there's different purposes behind each video. And for me, I'm learning how to build great YouTube channels that get a lot of attention and at the end of the day make money. So it inspires me to see this kind of behavior, right? These specific decisions that are being made. And anybody out there who wants to potentially make more money online, YouTube is potentially a good place because it's video that you can monetize. And we talked about that at large, whether it be in our members area or, I've spoken about it in videos. I mean, at length, right? So there's nothing crazy about that. But there's a reason why this recent video has done well. There are a few things we can immediately eliminate, right? So the thumbnails are all pretty much the same, except for this thumbnail here, which you could see he was testing things. It ended up not working out well. You could see he has 345 views, and that's why he probably won't return to doing these kind of thumbnails. And something that I do want to say, and this is what I've noticed as well, is the more content you create that seems more organic now and less AI-based, the better it does. I mean, that's just what I've seen currently. It wasn't that way a year and a half ago, but I guess people are just feeling kind of numb to a situation where they understand AI, they know what AI looks like, and they just simply don't want to deal with it as much. I could be wrong, though. So anyways, now that we are talking about this, let's go ahead and see what exactly is going on. So here he says, I deleted my social media. The words in this title, which I'll just pull up the video here, the words in this title right here are the most important words are deleted all my social media, or deleted and then social media. The word I, the word all, the word my, not really important. The word and, not important. Realized, not important. And I'm lonely. Now, here's the thing. I've noticed he does this, where there's two parts to this video, two niches. The I'm lonely is one niche, and the deleted social media is another niche. I'm going to go ahead and research those two niches today in this video. So let's go ahead and try it out. So I'm going to go to YT Studio Pro. You guys don't have to do this, but anybody who's a member of Passive Income School has access to YT Studio Pro. You can check it out, link in the description, whatever. Go ahead and check it out. But anyways, let's go ahead and leave this at 40 videos, okay? Pretty basic. And this, I studied this YouTuber specifically. His history is he copies what other people do. So if a video goes viral for some other creator, he'll do the exact same thing. So it's potential that this video here is, done well for other creators. And I know he's using some sort of software because sometimes he'll create a video or recreate a video that's 4, 5, 6 years old. And you can see here, he even recreated this video right here. He says the loneliness after quitting social media. For him to keep LARPing or harping on the same topic more than once means there's something to it. He knows something that we don't. And once again, the more I research, the more I learn, and that's essentially why I built YT Studio Pro. But that's not the point. I'm not here to sell YT Studio Pro. I'm just simply using it to show something right here. So let's go ahead and do research on this. So let's copy the word deleted, okay? And then we'll type in social. So deleted social media, right? Let's go ahead and hit research. Now, if you look, there we go. First video with the highest engagement score. It's in all yellow. And it says delete social media. Now, YouTube's algorithm is quite flexible. Whether you say delete or deleted or get rid of, YouTube understands something called adjacent keyword terms. They released this algorithm update back in, I think, like 2018 during Google SEO's Panda update. And a lot of the Google SEO training grounds for algorithmic learning is the exact same for YouTube. So, you know, they base things off of engagement, things like that. But anyways, let's go ahead and look now. This video got 3,600 views, tons of engagement. You can see an engagement score of 84, and it says, I deleted social media. Another one, so you deleted social media. I deleted social media. Now, I want you to notice here, this video, and if I had to assume, it might be a little bit older, I could be wrong, but this video has 237,000. This one has 81,000. 30 reasons to delete social media. If we keep looking, I bet you this Gabriel guy, right, the guy who posted that video, his video is somewhere in the top 100. In fact, we could go ahead and search. We saw here the top 40. Let's go ahead and click top 200 just in case, just so we can get kind of more of a analysis, right? So deleted social media, top 200. It's analyzing the YouTube data. Let's go ahead and see. Now, notice here, when we look at the top 200, the results kind of change. So in this case, right, this video here has 732 likes, 181 comments, so it has a very high like ratio. And yes, YT Studio Pro does show accurate like ratios. 4.4 thousand views. This one has the highest engagement with 348 likes and 104. A little side tip. If you see a video like this that's completely organic and it has a ton of likes, a ton of comments, it's probably a good idea to watch this video and study the way the person narrates it, right? What are they communicating in the video? What is making people engage so much? Like, what's so special about this guy? And it's probably a good idea to watch like the past 5-10 videos that this person uploaded before this video takes place, because something that I noticed is people watch in series. They binge watch your content, and when they do binge watch your content, they watch videos beforehand and they have an idea of who you are. And it's probably a good idea to consume that kind of content, because when people do watch in series and they watch video by video by video, they get a certain idea of you. And, you know, it's very rare that videos just go viral by themselves. Usually, from what I have seen, there's been a build-up up until that specific video. So this video, in terms of engagement, this video is an outlier. It's a very high performer because it's 100% engagement score, which it has the highest engagement, you know, across, compared to all other videos in combination with views. So let's go ahead and keep scrolling here. We see the topics exist, right? Deleted social media, changed my life. I deleted all of them, right? And I'll just keep scrolling here. But I do want to see if his video exists. Because if it doesn't, it's on its way. And he clearly made a good decision. Because if he didn't, his video would not exist with 6.2 thousand views in 4 days. Because that's not what he's used to, right? So let's go ahead and, instead of me like looking through all these videos, let's go ahead and type his name in. We'll type in Gabriel, and let's see here. Okay, his video is not here yet in the top 100. Okay, so here we go. So top 100 videos, because this includes shorts and long form. His video is not here in the top 100, but it has 6.2 thousand views. What does that mean? It means that it's going to currently grow, or it's on its way growing. And once again, we can look through this, but it's Fritz. Let's search for Fritz. Maybe maybe his channel will come up. We don't know. So I'll type it in, Fritz. Yeah, it's not here. So what that means is that his channel is not in the top 200 for this content. That means it's being recommended. If I go ahead, let's go in an incognito tab and search deleted social media. Okay, deleted social media on Google. Let's take it to YouTube. I'll go ahead and pause that. Let's go ahead and search here on YouTube. Let's see, does his video exist? The answer is no, because if you notice, you see what these results are? All these results here, these are the top videos for that specific topic. Now, if we remember, that wasn't his only part of the title. See, this is what I mean when I say he always includes these two portions to his title, two main keywords. Number one, it just helps, finding more audience, or for YouTube to find your audience. But number two, it helps with getting attention if one part of the title fails to get attention, if that makes sense. So part of it is deleted all social media, and here it says, realized I'm lonely. So the realized part is not important, but I'm going to copy it and paste it anyway, and we'll see what comes of it, because I can always do a different kind of search, right? So I'll type in here, realized I'm lonely, and hit search. And something that I'll say is, the nice thing about this guy's YouTube channel is it's really not his content. Like, if you watch his actual content, it's not that mind-blowing. It's not edited. It's not high quality. It's literally just some guy talking to a camera. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful when I say that, but the only reason why people continue to watch this channel is because they can relate to whatever it is he's saying, even if he doesn't believe it himself. And there's reasons why I say that. I mean, I'm not hating on the guy, but if you look at his channel, right, he'll go from, like, one day he'll say, I quit my job, then the next day he says, I got my job, or I hate working my job. So how do you hate working your job if you quit? Like, there's things that just don't add up. I mean, you could go ahead and watch it once again, but I'm not hating on the guy. I'm just doing the research. So if we do some research here, there's his video. In the top results for the words I'm lonely, or realized I'm lonely. Now, let's see if this changes if I remove the word realized, because once again, that might change some things. So I'm lonely, let's hit search, and let's see if his video comes up, and it's analyzing, and we have some few music videos here, but let's go ahead and search his name. So Fritz. And I'm assuming that it won't, because it's much harder to rank for this, because there's a lot of music videos here, 133 million, or billion, 1.3 billion, 816,000. That's a lot, so there's a lot here in the top 200. Yeah, so he's not ranking for the words I'm lonely, but he's ranking for the word I realized I'm lonely, okay? And I just did a search. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I Control F, and then I search his name, Fritz. Okay, so it doesn't come up. Now, I'm going to write I'm lonely, and then I'm going to type in here delete social media. Now, this title doesn't actually make any sense, but it doesn't have to, because remember, YouTube doesn't work off of a basis of what makes sense and what doesn't make sense. YouTube purely works off of a basis of keyword recognition. So I just saw his video pop up here somewhere. It's the very first one. So delete social media, I'm lonely. Now check this out. Look at this. This is where we start getting more information. If you look, this video has 2.9 million views. The guy's sitting in his car. Do you think that is some sort of coincidence? He's sitting in his car. His video literally did 6 times better than his normal videos, maybe more than 6 times. Do you think that's a coincidence? No. Do you think it's a coincidence that this guy has literally the same style video with pretty much the identical title, has 39,000 views? Do you think that's a coincidence? No. These two guys could be basing it off of this one channel, and this channel could be basing it off this channel, and this channel could be basing it off this channel. So what I've said this before is I find that there's a lot of people that just purely copy on YouTube, and I was so unaware to this in the past, because I've spoken about this before. I have a channel with 47,000 subscribers, and one of the for like straight up a whole year and a half, there were, when on my ascent, on my, increasing subscribers very quickly during a short period of time, for about a year and a half, like I said, there was this YouTuber in my space that was, no joke, stealing every single video topic of mine that did well. And unfortunately, because he had 4 times the size of my audience, my videos would essentially be engulfed completely, thrown to the wayside as soon as he would post his video. And his video would post about a day after mine. And so he would watch my video. The day mine would come up, he would record his, that was the same title, same style, post his video a day after, which never really helped the algorithm because it was in the exact same space. The niche is somewhat relatively small, and YouTube picked up his video and then allowed it to be seen by more people. So it's unfortunate that happened to me, but that's the case. That's exactly what happened. And so that's when I had to realize the hard way that, yeah, people steal other people's content topics. I was just creating content literally with no research, no information, no nothing, and just started posting. So it is what it is. But the point here is that we can see this setup of copying, and in fact, we can see it right here. Like I said, these 3 videos. We have this one, and this one. This is not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence that it says, I deleted all my social media and I realized I'm lonely. So what are the keywords here? Delete, social media, lonely, right? This one, delete, social media, alone. It's the same thing. YouTube understands these keywords, right? So you deleted social media, now what, right? So there is this convergence, right? We can click watch on YouTube. We can see when this video is uploaded. This video was uploaded 3 years ago, okay? So that also tells me that this guy, somehow, some way, right, he's using some sort of keyword tool. Now, I can tell you for sure he's not using our keyword tool, YT Studio Pro, but he's doing something. He's doing some sort of research that's allowing him to do this. I just figured that I put this video out because when you start seeing things for what they truly are, behind the veil of these imaginary shadows, you start to kind of understand why people make certain decisions. And for YouTube, I want to, like I said, I want to become a better YouTuber. And, learning this kind of opens my eyes to something. So, yeah, I wanted to share that. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.